Okay, focus. So I don't know who this kitty is, but just decided to, hey, I'll just come check it out. Who is this kitty? It's not one of mine. I was just getting ready to come out. Hey, kitty. Hey, kitty. You got fleas? Oh, man, that's quick. Okay, well. That's all right. Well, I was just going to come out and do a little video. That's a pretty little poinsettia plant that David and Ruth gave me. Yeah. The grass is all, that's where the pool would be. Of course, the pool's put up. So this is December 12th, 2025. And yeah, I still got green grass. This is actually winter grass that has come up. It's not the usual St. Augustine or Bermuda. And that little kitty, I don't know who that was. Obviously just a little feral. I'm going to walk down through one of my little pathways I've made. Because what I do now is I don't put food on my back porch, because that draws raccoons and possums and stuff. And this is an actual little path I made down here. Walking down. You can't tell I'm walking down, but it's kind of a... Now it gets flat. But here's one of my little pathways. I come out here and I clean up all these... Well, I try to clean up the dead trees and make a sort of a maze. Not really a maze, just walkways. See, here's another walkway. That leads up to the backyard. And this one just leads out to the regular yard, I guess you could call it. But then, down here, I made another one. And I've been putting out food pretty much every day. Just dry cat food, and lately I've been putting some water. So that little kitty obviously has been getting in on it, but there's another cat that I was hoping to catch on the video here. It's a real pretty orange kitty who's also feral. Kitty! It was he, I think. I don't know. He, she, probably he, was here earlier this morning. Seems to show up. And then meows at me. And then I go and put the food out. And, but I can't get real close because then it'll run away. Because that's what feral cats do. They're not supposed to really be that. They're not like pets that let you pet them. There must be a woodpecker out here. I hear it, but I haven't seen it. I'll slow down a little bit. And in through here, it looks pretty terrible, but I've been chopping down the thorny vines mostly. And anyway, so here's where I put some water in. I can see the food's all gone. I just put out what I have. If I have cat food, then I'll put cat food. If I have some like chicken parts that I won't eat, I'll put that out. 'Cause they appreciate it, I think. Whew. About lost my balance. Anyway, that's more of my trail here. It's gotten pretty dry again. That's the way it is. That's okay with me. I don't like it real. I mean, it needs to rain more, obviously, but I like for it to dry out too. And then down here, No, this probably looks kind of bad. This is my natural brush wall, you would say. And back through here, this is the very, very edge. And I've also put another pile of brush. And that's the natural runoff creek. It's not concrete, but it catches all the rain and runoff from the streets and whatnot in the neighborhood. So, that's that. This here will just have to degrade like it does. But then this pile over here, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. That was from this summer when Nick, my oldest son, came into town and helped cut up the tree that had fallen down. Look at the Bradford pear tree. What's left of it is hanging in there, and it's starting to turn. The leaves are turning. So we've had a few cooler nights, and I guess that's what it takes for the leaves to change color. But isn't that pretty? If you can see that. This was going to be a video, hopefully with the cats. But anyway, in order for all this to be gotten rid of, I'll have to drag it myself from the backyard all the way to the front yard. And right now I'm just not in the mood of it. I can just sit here, it's not hurting nothing. Anyway, that's that. Crunchy crunch leaves. And then back to the backyard, up the hill. Yeah, my cats are here, but they're not allowed out of their room except in the evening, and I let only Pretty and Francis out and Butchie for a few minutes. I had to do that. There were problems with them marking, the boy kitties, I think, marking here and there with their pee. And I was like, man, I'm tired of that. And then they're not outside anymore for various reasons. Fleas, problems with not being where they should have been in the backyard, and the neighbor and whatnot. You know, I just got tired of it. Yeah, this is my boat. And there's down the hill, that dirt. That's where I would have a garden if I was going to have my garden. And that's really about it. There's not more green grass, right? Well, we had sort of a long, warm period. And once again, this here looks like it is. It's winter grass, which I'm kind of surprised because I didn't seed any of this. I'm not gonna mow. I've mowed. This is December. Nobody should have to be mowing now. Okay, I guess that's about it. This is the front. This is still looking good because it hasn't frozen hard enough to kill this. It will, doesn't kill it, but if it freezes, this will turn dark, or it'll damage it, but then it comes back. It's a nice, pretty ground cover. Puts out real pretty purple flowers. And then the Photinia, what's left, the Photinia plants here. Ah, there's my froggy. Anyway, that's that. Not much else going on. A little tour, if you will. Okay. That's it. Bye.